Hey YouTube, welcome back. And today I say hi to how you doing. Welcome back to my best albums of 2024 video. I'm trying to do this every year. Obviously, I make a playlist on Spotify and just chuck in all the best albums that I personally enjoy throughout the whole year. I definitely enjoy listening to this album quite regularly throughout the whole year. It's one of my many playlists I play. But we're here, we're back. It's the end of another year, which is crazy. Happy New Year's to you all. Thank you so much for the love and support as always. I will get into our milestones we hit this year, but just briefly, thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. We hit 4K, which is unbelievable. So thank you so much. Uh, but hey, let's dive straight into the best albums of 2024. Please drop your recommendations down below what your favorite albums were. Starting off with number 10. This could be unexpected. Uh, I have never heard of this guy until this year, and I don't even know how I found his music. Um, but maybe it was a single he or a feature he had with another artist. But I've never heard of him. An R&B artist. If you guys do follow my Spotify, which I'll put links down below, you will know who it is. But it is Sir. His album called Heavy. This album is unbelievable. Uh, obviously knew nothing about him, so I was like, going in blind. I had no expectations or anything, which I think is always a good thing when you listen to an album. No expectations. You're always gonna have probably a positive outlook of the album. From like the first song, 6 Whole Days is my favorite song off this album for sure. I don't think anything compares. Trying My Hardest is up there as well, and obviously Karma and Poetry in Motion with Anderson .Paak, which I think is a song that I saw that found him for me personally, because I love Anderson .Paak, obviously Silk Sonic, and then his previous work as well. Unbelievable album. I did want to put him higher, but I was like, this I just kept remembering. I was like, oh my god, oh my, this artist dropped as well. Like, it's such good music for the new year. It's such good music for this year. So yeah, 2024 we blessed with music just like last year really, and even 2022. Like the music lately has been unbelievable, and we're already getting the Weekend album like first 2 weeks of January next year. So crazy. We come back with brand new music as well. You know we ain't stopping on this grind. But yeah, moving on to top. Oh, moving on. That was my 10th. So moving on to number 9. Um, this guy dropped like I think one of the first albums, maybe second album of the year. Um, and it wasn't Sam Smith. Oh, Sam Smith dropped? I think Sam Smith dropped. Was it Sam Smith? No, someone else dropped. Someone else dropped before this guy did. I forget who it was. It was not Sam Smith. But it's a rapper, very popular rapper. And his name is 21 Savage. This album, again, no expectations. Obviously coming off his I Am I Was album. That I think was his last. It's his last like personal album. Yeah. Obviously he had the collab album with Drake, but I Am I Was an outstanding album. And to come in and give us this, at first I was skeptical. I was like, it's not as good as I thought it would be. Um, a lot of skips to be fair. But the only reason I put it at 9 is because the songs that I did enjoy were incredible. So American Dream, obviously that's the intro, incredible intro. I believe that's his mum speaking throughout the whole album, continuously, which is epic. All of Me, hands down, one of the top 5 songs off this album. Could even be number 1. Definitely my most played, I feel like. Up there with Letter to My Brother, which was an outstanding storytelling song from 21 Savage. Prove It with Summer Walker, hands down one of the best features from this album, as well as Brent Faiyaz's Shoulda Wore Bonet. Uh, also Just Like Me with Burna Boy, which I think did end up going pretty viral. Again, another top track played for me. I think this was even my Spotify Wrapped, one of my most played songs. All of Me would have been up there as well. But I hated Red Rum. I don't know why that shit blew up. It's always the songs I dislike that end up blowing up, which is crazy. I hated Pop Your Shit. I still do. The song with fucking Doja Cat. I think that song was good. No, it wasn't. No, that song was shit. Yeah. Song with Doja Cat was shit. Lil Durk, I didn't think had a good song either. So like a couple misses here and there. Dark Days was amazing as well. Maria the Scientist, my first ever hearing of her. So that song was incredible. But yeah, a couple of skips. But a lot of really solid tracks, and that's why it's got my number 9 spot on best albums of 2024. Moving on to number 8. I did do an album reaction of this person, my first fully listened to album of this person, and yeah, definitely blew me away. The reception you guys gave on this as well was outstanding, so I appreciate that as well. And if you guys haven't guessed already, it's Billie Eilish's album Hit Me Hard and Soft. Now, I did end up crying on this album. I believe it was The Greatest that got me. Did I end up crying? I feel like I did. It was Birds of a Feather or The Greatest that got me. But I love short albums, and I feel like a lot of artists these days oversaturate with like more songs, and like just not like quality songs. They're just giving us like some stuff that they had there that shouldn't have been on the album. So to see an album with 10 songs, like I think 14 songs or less on an album, maybe 16 is enough. You start pushing that 18, like 24, you gotta like listeners aren't gonna fucking listen to every single song and enjoy every single song. But to hear this album, something very different. She's talented. She's creative. She brings something different every single album. And I still haven't listened to the other albums, but everyone I spoke to in my personal life has just given me such like praise on Billie Eilish, and just wants me to listen to every single song of hers. And I've only heard good things about her, so I'm excited to listen to them and react to them for y'all. I will get to them eventually. But favorite song from this album, The Greatest was definitely my most played from the album. Just the message behind that, I did enjoy on my first listen. I still enjoy it now. I haven't really listened to much else. Like Birds of Feather, obviously that went crazy viral on the radio, so I've heard that the most as well. But in terms of like replay value, Bittersweet, The Greatest, and Birds of Feather probably my top ones for me personally. The other ones I haven't really listened to and probably do skip quite often. Um, but hey, you still have to be in the mood for Billie Eilish, and it's a very um, hard hitting album and emotional album. So yeah, moving on to number 7, and that is artist that I had never listened to, but obviously was blowing up, and I'm like, I better get on this. You guys were requesting it. I was like, I'm hesitant as fuck. But hey, she delivered. A very sexual person with her music in terms of writing and everything, and that is Sabrina Carpenter's album, Short and Sweet, an incredible album, man. Uh, Obviously, did not realize she was releasing music in like 2015 or whatever. I went through her catalog like the other day. I'm like, she was around back then. Like, what the fuck? So we've been sleeping, but this album's like top to bottom is I don't think it's maybe like one miss, and that's because I hate the single, and it's fucking Espresso. But Taste is incredible. Please, please, please. Like the singles released for this album to build up the hype. Outstanding marketing from her team or her. I don't even know who did it. But Bedcamp's definitely my favorite song from the album. Good Graces is up there as well. And then I have to go. Please, please, please as a single. Those are my top 3 from this album. Juno's amazing. Um, Definitely replay values there. Great listen, easy to listen to songs to be fair. And yeah, I don't even find her attractive, so I just think she's talented as fuck. So that's why I'm listening to her. But a lot of people find her attractive. I still don't see it. But hey, everyone's got their preference. That is my 7th album of the year. Moving on to number 6. Now this guy, man, he's spoiling us lately. He has spoiled us. Definitely switched up. He switched up his sounds. He's done a lot. Last year he was in my top 10 albums as well. So to have him back again, which is an honor to be fair, and that is Post Malone's F1 Trillion album. This is the deluxe album as well, but which he did spoil us with, which is crazy. Which I think personally had some songs on there that should have been in the original, because some of these songs were definitely hits and misses. The first two songs were crap. Definitely set me. I'm like, oh no way! Like listening to the album for the first time, I'm like, no way, this is bad. I was scared. But obviously I had some help. It's a great single. Pour Me a Drink's definitely growing on me. I still don't fuck with it, but it's growing on me. That single came out ages ago. But to hear Have the Heart by Dolly with featuring Dolly Parton, incredible song. Incredible song. Still is. It's definitely an easy listen as well. Like, I don't know, I'm not really in my country bag too often. I don't like country that much. But like Post Malone like does really well at mixing the pop and country together. Especially with the country artists being features. It definitely was a scary thing for me to listen to a bunch of these artists I never heard of. But to have Lainey Wilson, who my brother and my sister fucking love and adore her and talk about it all the time. I don't even remember it Goes Without Saying, to be fair, but Guy for That was alright by Luke Combs, but his second song on this album, Missing You Like This, was definitely the better one from those two. Hide My Gun was great. California Sober was shit. Losers by Jelly Roll, how could I freaking forget? Nosedive and Losers, the best two songs of this album, hands down. As well as I Had Some Help and a Dolly Parton joint. But Yours, oh my god, I forgot about that shit. I think I cried when listening to Yours in the album reaction. Right About You was good. Mexico was shit. Hide My Gun was good. Fallen All in Love. I think these three. Oh, Hey Mercedes is a banger, you know. There's a lot of misses on this deluxe, but there's a couple of good songs in here that should replace this shit. But I'd say half the songs were shit and half of them were really good. So that's why I got my sixth spot. Looking at the album, the track list, I probably should have pushed it down a little bit, but that's alright. It is what it is. I'm not in my country bag too often, but it definitely does come up, and I do sing them out loud. So that's why it is my sixth spots. Moving on to top 5 albums of the year. I don't know if you guys can guess any of the artists, but if you know me, you should. I just did a reaction of her Christmas joint. If you haven't seen the reaction, go check it out. Didn't realize she uploaded it 10 years ago, okay, by the way. If you're watching this, don't hate me too much, but that is Ariana Grande album Eternal Sunshine is in my number 5 spot of the year. This album, front to back, is a beautiful masterpiece, and I can't really critique it at all. She's just outstanding. She's talented as fuck. Again, a short album, which I feel like is the way to go. There's actually not even a bad song on this album, and that's why it's in my number 5 spot. And to be fair, like these top 5, I was like, I don't even know what order to put it in. I just scribbled them down. I'm like, I have to be happy with that. Like, it could have went either way, to be fair. Let's go through the songs real quick. Bye Bye Bye. Obviously not called that, but I think that is how the chorus goes. I think it's my most played song from this album. The Boy Is Mine. Yes and was an incredible single to bring back Ariana Grande's music to us all. We Can't Be Friends. Imperfect For You. Ordinary Things. Like, all these songs are bangers, man. Don't Want to Break Up Again. Bruh. Just even like going, I haven't heard like some of these tracks in a while, and even just looking back, I'm just like, yo, I need to listen to this album again. But hey, bangers all round. Definitely an album you go check out if you haven't done so already. Ariana Grande is an outstanding artist and definitely in everyone's top 5 female artists for sure. And if she's not, come on, get good. Talking about top 5 female artists, Camila Cabello's album, which definitely stunned us in terms of sound and trying different things. The 2 songs with Drake were definitely highlights for me personally, as I'm a big Drake fan. And even Drake having a song by himself, which is crazy. The deluxe album wasn't as good as I thought it should be. But Ken Friends Kiss Godspeed were incredible. Um, and I think there's the only two on the deluxe that I enjoyed actually. Baby Pink was an interesting listen, to be fair, very different from her. Boat was my second most played song from this album, as well as Hot Uptown. 20 something, Chanel number 5, bro. This album is crazy. It's just such an easy listen. Like if Chanel number 5 comes on, he knows as well that single went crazy. 20 somethings and Boat were definitely like my two most emotional songs that I just connected to in every single way and play every day. If Hot Uptown comes on, I'm also bumping the shit out of that. I haven't heard Ugly in a long time, but I need to go play that. Just a great album, and I don't think I can hate a Camila Cabello album, or even I can definitely hate songs from her, but I'm always gonna enjoy her music. She's talented as fuck, and I can't wait for more music from her. But hey, give her flowers while she's still here. She deserves it. The blonde hair, crazy by the way. I hope she dyes her hair back. But moving on to top 3 albums of the year. Now this guy dropped hella late in the year, but again, if this album isn't on your top 5, or if you're a rap fan, if it's not in your top 10 albums of the year, I don't know what you're doing. But this man dropped on November 15, and that is Corday's album, The Crossroads. Now, this album, I saw 17 songs. I panicked. I ain't gonna lie. Obviously, we did get like 3 or 4 singles before this album came out. This album, it could have been number 1 for me. It could have been there. And I've seen like so much like success for him personally as his album like continues to grow and sell sales wise, but like also people overlooking him, people not really understanding Corday's like vibe and just him being in the scene of rap. Like, but this album, I can't stress to you enough. This album is fucking incredible. From oh 06 Dreamin', an incredible storytelling song talking about him living in 2006, about his mama, her dreams, like, oh dude, like Back on the Road with Lil Wayne, fucking outstanding track. Kanye West has just lit it all over this album, and I think it helped him significantly. Nothing's Promised, the sample from Kanye West, crazy. Kanye West being on the album. Saturday Mornings had 2 of the best rap verses of the year, in my opinion. Don't Walk Away with Jordan Ward, an outstanding artist coming up right now. Could even come up right now. He's got fucking massive songs. What Really Matters, Now You Know, 210 single. Joey Badass song I didn't really enjoy too much. I wish they brought that a little bit more, but it matters fuck. That single went crazy. Like, I see this plays right now. I'm fucking flabbergasted. Like, this shit should be way higher than it is. And I hope that doesn't take away from Corday's like mental, and I just hope he just keeps grinding, because this album is a masterpiece and everyone should be put onto this album. Like, it's crazy. Congrats to Corday for releasing this shit. I'm so happy because his last album was fucking terrible. I ain't even joking about that. His last album was shit, and I hated it. There's a few songs on there that were good. But to come out with this, and again, I think my expectations were low because his last album was terrible. So I'm like, alright, he let me down last time. What's he gonna bring? And he brought this. Bang, bro. Top 3 album of the year for sure. Moving on to top 2. Woo! Again, this could have been either way. All of them could have been either way. These last 3, or even last 5, to be fair. But if you know me, I love a good R&B singer, and my number 1 guy is Mr. Bryson fucking Tiller, dropping a fucking banging album. Very different sound to what he's used to, and I loved him experimenting with that. Obviously, he had huge success with Whatever She Wants as a single. But to hear this album through and through, I didn't actually react to it for you guys, but I listened to it on the car on the way home one time from work. And Persuasion is an underrated as fuck song with Victoria Monet. She killed that shit. That whole vibe back and forth was amazing. Ciao was one of my most played songs of the year on my Spotify Rap, as well as this song right here, Find My Way. If you want to play this for your girl, or just listen to it, just vibe. It's an incredible song. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on it is. through and through, man. This album's incredible. Undertow, oh my god, bro. Undertow is crazy. Assume a Position, also incredible. I didn't enjoy Calypso too much, but yeah, definitely top 2 album of the year. Go listen to it, man. I'm telling you right now, I listen to a lot of music every year. Yes, I may not listen to your artist, and you may not agree with my list, but this is my personal preference, and I may not even heard of your artist, by the way. You may think your artist is like so popular, maybe not even popular, but I'm telling you right now, you need to put people on to your favorite artist, because there's so much music out there and saturated as fuck that people don't see anything, you know. So even just comment down below your favorite artist. I wanna listen to as many albums as I possibly can throughout the year, to just listen to something different, because like this is different compared to what he's done in the past, and that's why I think I enjoyed it so much. So, but moving on to the #1 album of the year. Whoo! It had to be rap. It had to be rap. I'm definitely listening to a lot less rap albums like nowadays. Like as the years go on, I'm listening to a lot less rap. But this man's right here. I think definitely in my top 5 rappers now. I'm listening to his music like so much more, and to get this album, which I do think it will be a classic, and when people actually pay attention and listen to it for what it is. But this man's success, like he definitely like has fallen off. I wouldn't say fallen off, but in terms of other people's like eyes and perspective of him, he's fallen off. But to me, I still think he's one of the best. I still think he deserves all the praise. And that man is Big Sean album, Better Me Than You. This album, again, I look at the plays and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, where are all the Drake fans at? Like, Drake fans should love this shit. Eat this shit up. He's in my top 5 rappers all time. I'm not even joking. Like, Big Sean's skill, rap skill, writing skills are just out of this world. And you hear that on songs like fucking Typecast, Break the Cycle, Precision, which was one of my most played fucking songs of the year. This song is outstanding. This is a hyped song. Like, oh my god, bro. Just play that shit and you will get turned up for life, bro. Typecast. This transition between these two songs, Iconic and Typecast, could be one of the best transitions I've ever heard in my life. Break the Cycle is outstanding. Yes, amazing. I don't think there's a single skip on this album. I'm not even joking. Maybe the Ellie Goulding track, and I love Ellie Goulding, but I don't think that song hit for me personally. But yeah, that's my #1 album. And when you listen to it, you'll know why it is. If you're a rap fan, you'll love that shit. Even if you're not, like, just listen to it, man. It's something different. Like, expand your music taste. Try something different. It's 2025 in about like 6 hours. So let's get it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you as always. That is my top 10 albums of the year. Let me know your top 10 down below, because I'm always ready for new music. I want to dive into brand new artists every single day, especially artists that like I've never heard of. You know, like I made a playlist called Underdogs, and it's people that I haven't like blown up yet. I haven't got like a mainstream song on like the Billboard charts or the radio or anything, and it's people that are like grinding to become successful, to become the next mainstream artists and all that. Maybe not even mainstream, but it's just like popular. And like I fucking love that playlist so much, because you basically you'll listen to their stuff and you'll be like, I was there when they were fucking nothing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, put me on. Honorable mentions for the year: SZA, her album. Obviously, the album reaction is out, so go check that one out if you haven't done so already. But SZA's album did come out pretty late, so it's a bit hard to put that in my top 10 when I've had all the whole year to digest all the other albums. So honorable mention for her, outstanding album or deluxe album. Kendrick's album as well. I feel like it dropped too late for me to even dive in and digest it. I still haven't really like gone through and listened to it too much. As like Luther with SZA is a fucking outstanding song, as well as the last song on the album, which I forget, but that storytelling is out of this world. But I need to dive into the album more. Absol's album, I think, was an also outstanding rap album. Again, he's blown up on Twitter and shit saying like he's getting overlooked. People need to fucking check this shit, bro, because there's some artists out there that are incredible and doing incredible pieces of work. They just get overlooked. And I feel like Big Sean is also one of them. Schoolboy Q, another one. Incredible album. Definitely, I listened to it most of the year. It could have been my top 10. Like him and Sir were fighting for that top 10 spot. Ain't gonna lie. But I did end up going with Sir's album, and then Shawn Mendes' album as well as honorable mention. So much love to y'all. I'll catch you guys in 2025. Much love. Look out for my goals of the year of 2025. That video will be out in the new year, so look out for that one. I appreciate y'all as always. Happy New Year, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.